What's good? What's good? Nah, nah, nah. I'm good. I'm on. I'm not 30 minutes. I'm on time today. What's up? What's up? Ty Natural. Uh, I appreciate y'all showing up. Moyo, love and respect. Big J, early. I appreciate you, bro. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm just tapping in. I haven't got the chance to talk to nobody, so wanted to make sure. What's up, J Slee? Well, excuse me. We don't shake that off. Vega, what's up? Good morning. Good evening. Um, I did want to let y'all know, and I'll probably say this a million times during this live. It won't be long. I'll probably do 20 minutes on here. I was actually thinking about, and I probably will. I'm gonna do 20 minutes on here, 20, 25 minutes, 15 ish. I'll do 20 minutes on here, and then I'm gonna do 20 minutes on Instagram. Um, I never do lives on Instagram, so I'll probably do some time on here, go on Instagram and give Instagram 15 minutes for people who don't see me very much. I can tell my voice gonna be a problem already. Um, Need to get these cough drops activated. Love, love, love. I'm gonna go easy on my voice, try not to yell. All right, so what's going on? Today I've been releasing. He said, "Why your boy didn't want to do the live with me?" Yeah, you could jump on one, Jay. I'll probably actually start experimenting with that. YouTube actually lets you go live with people now. It used to be a lot of hoops to jump through. You had to use third party apps and stuff like that. Now it's more available. It's like you could just jump on live with people. So I'll look to make that happen. Y'all hold on one second. I'm gonna get me a cough drop. Get my shit together. Hold on, y'all. My bad, my bad. Get my cough drops together. Okay, so yeah, today I made an announcement, half an announcement. Basically, remember maybe in June, I think it was in June, I did free calls. I gave, man, I think I gave 55 free calls away. Um, this month, not this month because we're nearing the end of the month, but between this month and next month, I'm looking to do 50 to 100 free calls. They're shorter calls, but um, enough to get your questions answered and kind of get you to where you need to go. So if you're interested in one of those free calls, you do have to follow me on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, and just DM me the word free call. So if that's something you're interested in, if you want a free call, they're not as limited. There's nothing to sign up for. You have to do something, but if you want a free call, DM me on Instagram, DM the Kev Hick Talks page on Facebook, or DM me on TikTok at Kev_Hick if you're interested in getting a free call. With that said, we can jump into these questions if y'all have any. Uh, Judge Jewel says, I wouldn't mind one. I haven't been on a date, like a real date in 10 years. You haven't been on a real date in 10 years. Is that because you're not interested? Do you have links? I have I have links in the description of this video. If you look at the description of this video, I should have links to most of that stuff. I'm not sure if my TikTok link is in there, but I should have links to my Instagram and stuff like that if you look at the description of this video. Um, I can't type a link in it because I'm live on my phone. Somebody said I benefited from the last free call. Thank you. I'm breaking from IG right now, but when I return, I will DM. Um, yeah. I gave like 55 calls away before, and so I'm looking forward to doing it again, and it's all just me. You don't have to sign up for nothing. You just do something for me. I'll do something for you. So, just Jules, I'm sorry to hear you haven't been on a date in 10 years. It would seem to me that that might be by choice, though. How do you follow? Go on Instagram and look up kevhick24 on Instagram, or on Facebook if you use Facebook. Kev Hick Talks on Facebook, not Kev Hicks, but Kev Hick Talks on Facebook. Um, that's way. But just look in my description. I got this stuff in my description for the most part. If you have Instagram, Facebook, or anything like that. Um, my voice has been completely normal and good all day. As soon as I get on here, it gets all weird. All right, child of the light, love. There's a man that I've known for a few years. We are associates, not friends. Recently, we established that we are interested in each other. We have a date planned for Friday. Congratulations. How do I get our conversation out of the IG DM? So if you DM me the words free call, um, I'll DM you the details and we can go from there. The reason you have to DM me on Facebook or Instagram or on TikTok is so I can keep record of who follows the directions and create a master list to make sure that everybody gets their call. I'm looking at maybe tomorrow, what's tomorrow, Wednesday? Looking at knowing who is really interested in a free call by Thursday. I got to give people a couple days to respond because last time maybe 100 people responded just because they didn't see it in the first 24 hours. Everybody's not on social media all the time, so I want to give everybody a couple days to see the announcement and whatever videos I might do to promote it before I shut it down. But how do you get your conversation out of the IGDM? If you write me the words "free call," then I'll give you directions. At some point tomorrow, I'll start telling everybody what the directions are to get your free call. Also, I did write 100 people today who were interested in the last free call who missed the deadline. So I just thought it was fair for me to look. I'm receiving them now, y'all. I just thought it was fair to email the people who missed out because they were too late last time, but they were interested. So I reached out to them first to see if anybody was interested. Everybody won't do this. Everybody's not willing to do anything for something in exchange. So while it is really easy and it does nothing and it takes no time, some people just won't do it. So I don't expect everybody who wants a free call to accept a free call because some people don't want to do the thing. Just like last time it was a sign up, some people didn't want to sign up even though it was a trial. This time there's no sign up. You look out for Kev look out for you. That's it. But that's how you get it. You DM me. Not sure if you'll be able to get it by Friday, but we'll see. Maybe you can. Um, so somebody said. So anyway, congratulations on your day. I'm hoping it goes well. If I was you, I'd have a few questions in my back pocket. Know what you want to know what you want to ask that man. Have an organic conversation. Have a great time first and foremost. But definitely ask some questions too to make sure that you're interested in each other for the right reasons. Brazil love, yeah. Also, last time I did a giveaway, international calls were not available because you couldn't do international signups for the thing I was doing. This time it's just me, and I talk to people all over the world. I'm an international coach. I talk to people from every country in the world. So as long as you have WhatsApp, you can talk to me. Um, hey, can I put someone? Can someone put his name on the screen? Oh yeah, somebody write my names on the screen in the comment section. Drop my ats on the screens for people who don't know what my ats are on YouTube and that way we don't have to worry about it. But at kevhick24, KEVHICK 24 is Instagram, and KEV_HICK is on TikTok, and KEV space HICK space talks TALKS on YouTube, and it's a group, I believe, or it's a page. It's a business page. So if you look up business pages, Kev Hick Talks, it has the same picture that my old YouTube used to have. Me looking off into the, like I'm at a beach or something. I don't have a shirt on that one. Um, why is dating so hard these days? Most men don't want to communicate. Most men don't want a commitment, and men over 50 don't ever want to marry again because of divorce, etc. That's true. That's absolutely true. Um, I don't know most men. I don't know if it's most men. I think most men have a desire for partnership because humans haven't evolved as much as we think they do. Most men that women deem eligible and desirable, definitely are probably less likely to want a commitment. But there's still a lot of men who, are looking for a woman to love. So that's not absolutely true. And I feel like it's always better to just have hope than not. So be very careful about how you word things, and the things you speak over your life, and, especially your love life. Somebody's out there for you. Now, the difference is, marriage as an institution, if a man's divorced, he's learned that maybe it doesn't do anything for him outside of bind him to someone that he has to get a court's permission to leave. That might just not be a valuable a thought or idea or belief system by from a guy who's already been divorced. If that's his condition. But that doesn't mean he won't commit to someone and give them a great experience and have healthy love with them. So I guess it just depends on what your priorities are, what marriage means to you, what it represents to you. For religious reasons, I understand why a lot of people need to have that marriage. Um, but if it's not a religious reason, some men can't make sense of it. Um, yeah, and dating is, and to your point, your main question was not just me rambling. Your main question was, why is dating so hard these days? You're gonna hate me. Somebody's gonna be upset with I say when I say this, but dating is hard because men have gotten easy access to sex for so long by the liberated woman, um, that I think she liberated herself in the wrong direction to a degree. When men get an easy access to sex, they lose incentive for being greater, better, smarter, more intelligent, more emotionally prepared, available. Men don't have to have Men don't have to do any of those things to impress a woman, get a woman, keep a woman around, keep multiple women around. When women raise the bar for what gets men laid and what gets them to lay on their backs, men will follow suit. Women completely 100% control the dating atmosphere. But all women have to decide what they believe together in unison as a group, as a whole. If that can happen, if that unity starts to happen as far as what we're not taking, what we're taking, what we're expecting, if there's some solidarity, some movement as powerful as the whole movement, it can be great. And not that the liberated, sexually open and free woman is a bad thing, but too much of any great thing is terrible. And I think that men have had too much easy access to women, and now they're entitled to it from every woman. That's why you give a guy your number before he asks your last name, he sends you a dick pic, because he's entitled to sexuality. He thinks that you deserve to give it to him, or he deserves to have yours, just like he got the last 15 or 16. Entitlement to sex happens with unbridled access. Nobody, no matter what their status, how much money they are, how tall they are, how many other women want them, should be inside you without some effort. And too many women are just in a place where they're not willing to give any more time to trying to figure out what a man is about and what he stands for. And that fatigue causes them to act more like they believe men act, which and just indiscriminately allow themselves to be had by men who they believe are attractive and of high status or whatever. But it doesn't help women. It just tells me and teaches and trains men that they deserve and will have access to as many women as they want. And so the men who can't have those women, the men who never get those girls, the men who aren't even in that type of conversation, watch men who have those types of experiences. And those men who have options are teaching young men who don't have options, who are incels, who don't have access to women, how to treat women. And there are two ways to get women. This is the commonly understood, the two ways. Now, I'm sure there are more ways, uh, but the first way is to be the man, have the status, have the height, have the looks, have the whatever women want, and you can have a man. You can be a man with options. That's the first way. Unfortunately enough, the second way to have options and have a lot of women is to trigger their emotions, negative or positive. Make a woman feel something, literally anything. All publicity is good publicity. All emotion is good emotion if you're a young man learning to woo women and get your way with them. If a woman hates your guts, uh, ultimately that passion can lead her to be attracted to you. If she needs your approval because you're an asshole to her and you're kind of rude and she wants you to stop being rude, needing your approval and needing your validation starts to make her a little bit more attracted to you in some cases. Men learn that if you treat women like crap or if you have a lot of stuff, you can get women. Most men can't get a lot of stuff, right? The top 10% is the top 10% for a reason, but every man can act like a dick. Every man can act like an asshole. Every man can treat a woman like shit and impress more women because they need validation from the man who doesn't give it out freely. So that's why all the broke men are mean as hell. Now the rich men are mean as hell, but rich, right? And then there are a lot of men in the middle. The men women don't see, the 30, at least 30 to 40% of men who just aren't playing either of the games, but they're invisible because they don't have the stuff and they also don't have the game. So there's a lot of reasons why dating sucks these days. Not just, it's not women's fault, but I'm saying women have control, women have power to change it. Men don't have the power to change the dating landscape because women are the object of the affection. So the bearers of the keys, the doorkeepers are the ones who allow change and manipulate the culture. And until they stop letting themselves be manipulated and they start really wielding that power for their own good as a whole and kind of getting unison about what it takes to get draws and cut a lot of the things off that they're giving draws to, the dating landscape is going to continue to do very poorly. Social media just reaffirms all of that stuff and perpetuates it all and magnifies it all times 10. So I hope that helps. That was my rant for that. Again, if you just got here, if you want a free call, DM me the words free call on Amazon, not Amazon, on Instagram, Facebook at the Kev Hick Talks page, or TikTok, Kev Hick. If you're interested in a free call, DM me on one of those other platforms that you follow me on. If you don't know those platforms, go to my community page or go to the description in this video. I need to get out of my way. I got the email earlier. What email? I didn't send an email. You probably got a DM. Yeah, if you got a DM from me earlier, it's because you asked me for a free call the last time I was giving them out in June, and I already ran out by the time you got back to me. How can I give indicators that are like a man? How do I give indicators that I like him? Okay, there we go. I see what you did there. How do you give indicators that you like him? If you make eye contact with a man, if you smile directly at him while you're speaking to him, if you square your shoulders and your feet to him while you're talking to him, those are all indicators. Also, if you ask a lot of questions, if you give thoughtful answers, if you show interest in the thing he shows interest in, if he sees you not doing these same things with the other men around you, that's really helpful. So, like, let's say you always smile at him and you say, hello, how are you? Good morning, or whatever. Let's say you go to work every morning. You see him, hello, how are you? Good morning. You smile. You kind of develop a culture where you expect that greeting from each other, but then another guy walks past you and he sees it and you don't say anything to that guy. You kind of ignore that guy and he realizes, oh, everybody doesn't get access to you. Maybe something, maybe I'm special, right? Maybe she prefers me more, right? He starts to realize, oh, she's more fond of me than other men. Most of the time, men are gauging how you will act with other men based on how they've experienced you. So if you want to show a man that you're interested without coming on to him, just be nicer and be sweeter and be kinder and be warmer to him than the other men in the vicinity. And he'll notice because most men are paying attention to women. This is how we measure women. This is how we vet women. How do they handle and how do they allow other men to handle them? How do they handle men and how do they allow themselves to be handled by men? So A man is always watching that. Even if you but ugly, we still watching it. It's a pastime for us to watch the way a woman is handled by other men. And we never stop. It was like women standing around and they know who got it, know who don't got it, know who got the style, know who got the nice cologne on. Women are aware of the men who got it going on. Men are aware of the women who let themselves be mishandled. We don't miss it. So if you allow yourself to be mishandled in front of him, that's going to be a bad sign. But if he sees that you're conservative with other men and you're a little bit more open to him energetically, he'll know something's different about him. I don't see your Facebook page. Okay, so follow me on follow me. I'm Kev Hick on Facebook. Like my real Facebook page is KEV space HICK. Kev Hick. If you just follow my Kev Hick actual page, I think my business page is on my Facebook page. I'm not funny acting. So friend request me or don't friend request me. I used to delete 300 people a year when it was just my friends from high school and stuff like that. So I only got like 700 friends there, but it's because I've deleted thousands over the years. I just don't like people watching me who didn't speak to me in public or speak to me when, like, I walk past somebody in Walmart and we don't speak, but we on Facebook friends. I don't do that type of stuff. So for the people who know me or have experienced me in school, work, and stuff like that, I keep them on a little stricter. If we don't talk, we don't talk. I'm not gonna have you on my Facebook. But as far as people who follow me because of YouTube and stuff like that, I'm gonna show you love regardless. So just follow Kev Hick on Facebook and then look through my Facebook to see if you can find it there. I've been on Facebook since 2006, y'all. So don't get on my Facebook laughing about the type of pictures you see because you're gonna see 18-year-old Kevin probably with his middle finger up somewhere, wearing a hoodie, gold teeth. There's all kind of shit on there. Um, my evolution's on there. I've gotten rid of most of the offensive status updates from the years though. We were all idiots one time at one point or another. What is it on Facebook? Yeah, Kev Hick, KEV space HICK. DM me on Facebook. I don't even care if you DM my personal Facebook. It's public. She is grateful. I asked about an introvert guy with a weird texting style a few days ago that asked me nothing. Left him on red 10 days ago. Just reacted to his message. He hasn't texted since. Is he interested at all? Well, if you left him on red 10 days ago, if he has any pride, he's probably going to just not talk to you, or he might leave you on red for 10 days until he feels like he's proved his point. Don't leave people on red for 10 days. It's rude as hell, and I think women think that like men are having a better experience dating than they are. Most normal average men, the type of man that you will leave on red for 10 days is probably the type of man that other women have left on red for 10 days. So you're just perpetuating your trauma or his trauma even more. Like you're not. He's tired of women leaving him on red. So eventually, when he gets some damn when he gets some damn pride, he's gonna stop taking that shit and he's gonna stop responding to women who do that. Um, if he told me you left him on red for 10 days, I would tell him to forget you existed, and that's just real. Because we all want respect and consideration. And if you don't like me enough to respond to my message in 10 days, then you don't like me. So I don't like you, and that's kind of how men are. And so maybe he will respond to you eventually, but if he has any pride, he probably will move on. And that sucks because people have to protect themselves from trauma. And unfortunately enough, dating sucks right now. So everybody's trying to protect themselves from trauma and nobody's opening up and just giving each other the honest feedback. You could have just told him, hey, I didn't like your texting style, or, you know, you're a little too introverted. I need more. You could have said anything. I mean, and it's not your fault that you didn't, but I'm just saying anything else is possible. But that's kind of our nature, is that we don't tell people what they need to hear. We just we just ghost them, and I feel like he might have felt disrespected. With love and respect. I apologize. What's your Facebook? KEV space HICK. Kev Hick. Thank you, Act Lu Act Act Luru. I don't know if I said that properly, but I appreciate your super chat. And thank you for the weightlifting, Peach. I do work out a lot, so that's an appropriate theme. Shalom, love. Um, Big J, true. There always was hoes, and always gonna be hoes, Kev. So yes, a lot of dudes feel the need to settle down, feel no need to settle down now. But the guys that's been real and serious haven't changed much. Good women, yeah. Human beings haven't changed. Human beings have not grown or evolved beyond the need for companionship, right? So I'm answering a question specifically about why the shit that sucks does suck. But again, there's about 30% of men, women just don't see they're invisible because they're not necessarily the guys playing games and who have a lot of game, and they're also not the guys who have a lot of status. And so it's just assumed that all men are this or that when really it's, a lot of men are just amazing human beings or good enough human beings, but women don't want good enough anymore. They're they really are kind of shunning each other for having C grade and B minus grade men. Everybody wants the spectacular, or the guy that everyone else wants. Unfortunately enough, that's kind of how you get here. And women are selective, and selective is good. Picky isn't. Um, and picky just doesn't investigate. Some men are great in ways you don't realize and won't realize unless you talk to them and have a couple conversations. But everybody's not getting those conversations. But again, it's not women's fault. It's just women have the power to change the dating landscape if they wanted to. Stop sleeping with deadbeat dads. Stop sleeping with criminals. Stop giving men ass just because they got money, even though they're not offering relationships and love. If y'all just cut that out right there, stop sleeping with guys that said they didn't want a girlfriend or don't like titles. If y'all just stop doing those five things and y'all did it for 2 years, it'll be and it's a drought of ass going on where nobody can get none. Guess what? Everybody gonna want a relationship in 2 years. Um, y'all got power, a lot of power. Again, if you just joining me, if you want a free call, DM me on Instagram, kevhick24. The words free call. DM me on Facebook at Kev Hick. On Facebook, KEV space HICK on Facebook. TikTok, KEV underscore HICK on TikTok. If you want to have a free call, find out how to get your free call by DMing me. I'll be releasing the information and responding to people, if not tomorrow, the day after, and letting people know how to get a free call. I just want to do one swoop of it, and I get a lot of people after the 24-hour mark that missed it. I don't want to have to go through that again. I'm looking to give away about 100 free calls, short calls, but helpful enough. Um, mm, Let me see. Oh, and while I got 88 of you in here, I hope all of you have seen my recent YouTube shorts and or Instagram reels and or TikToks. I'm dropping videos every day. I'm trying to do 100 days in a row of reels, TikToks, and YouTube shorts. YouTube shorts only lets me do 60 seconds, and the reels and shorts I'm doing and TikToks I'm doing are about 90 seconds. So you'll always be missing about 20 to 30 seconds on YouTube. But I just don't feel like catering to YouTube in any way at the moment. YouTube pretends like I never had a channel, like I just started this shit. So I'm not doing anything special for YouTube. If y'all want to see those whole reels and whole Instagram or TikTok videos, y'all need to go to TikTok or go to Instagram. Um, I will still be dropping YouTube videos, like I said, without any editing, just very raw. But as far as the daily content, if you want it in its totality, you want to go to TikTok or Instagram. You can even go watch this shit on Twitter or Facebook, Kevin Talks page. I'm dropping them on there too. I'm putting them on all six platforms. So Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, uh, and it's like six platforms wherever I'm putting them. Six platforms. So they're everywhere. YouTube is the only one that can't fit the entire video, and I'm not gonna make any adjustments for YouTube. 60 seconds instead of having 90 seconds. Um, I missed whatever. Fatima is having a conversation. I feel like there was some good context there, but I don't know if I seen the first thing. I have a question. Okay, if you're okay with the married man, I have a question. If you're with a married man, but he said he has trust issues and to have patience with him. Is he just playing around with you? Yeah. Every time a woman dates a married man, and I've had many dozens of clients, many dozens, maybe hundreds, just let's call it hundreds, hundreds of clients dating married men. Every time have a client who's dating a married man and he's talking about being patient, either the divorce that he's promising never quite finishes, or when it finishes there's always the option or the attempt to go back to the wife. It's always messy. Meet a man once he's divorced and give it a shot, but playing with men while they're still going through that, still contacting their ex-wives and still got to see them on a regular basis, they're not really done with each other until they've started their whole new life. And even then, sometimes the guys get conflicted and go right back to their wives. So don't have patience and all of that stuff. Just say, listen, get your shit together, and I'll be here when you're done. If I'm single, I'll be willing to date if I'm still single. If I'm not still single, love and respect. It was really wonderful, but I wouldn't sit around waiting for a married man to figure his shit out. Stop meeting married men and deciding that you're going to invest in them when they don't even have the structure in place to invest in you. They don't have the ability. They don't have the time. They can't legally do a whole lot. It's just it's bad. It's in bad taste most of the time. Um, so there's that. Um, uh, Shit, I gotta get off here. I'm about to go live on Instagram, y'all. People gonna be shocked because I never go live on Instagram. So if y'all want to talk to me, go over to Instagram because I'm about to start a live. I got. I'm gonna get off here in like 40 seconds. If I missed your question, you can either ask it on your free call with more context, or you can bring your question to the next live. Um, what does it say about a man who doesn't compliment or speak on their intentions with you? It says you're not asking enough questions because he needs to have to avoid those questions and you need to be asking them. If you're not asking him and he's just not saying it, then that's your fault. You're afraid to ask questions. You're afraid of conflict. You're afraid to push him away with needing too much or wanting too much. You're not asking the questions. So if you need to know what those questions are, there are 39 questions in the Date Smarter Not Harder book on kevhick.com. It's not a book, it's more of a workbook. It's a singles workbook, including some self work, instructions on vetting a man, plus the 39 questions needed, 100 red flags, 111 green flags, a bunch of dating advice, and a lot of things to track your experience so that you can keep like wisdom and intelligence and discernment at the forefront of your dating experience. So, TY Natural, if I was you, I would get that. But absolutely, it sounds like you're not asking the questions. And if he's refusing to answer the questions, then he's made your decision for you. Never let a man refuse to answer your questions about a substantive relationship. So I hope that helps. Anyway, I'm about to get on Instagram. So if y'all want to, continue this conversation, I don't even care if you copy and paste your questions that you got here. Hit me on Instagram. Um, you're not popping up. Kev Hicks, correct? No, I am Kev Hicks. Kev Hick, Hick. There's no S in my name. I don't know. People always just put that S there. I just stopped correcting people 5 years ago because it's an insurmountable amount of people putting an S. I'm on Facebook as Kev Hick. Um, I want to say it's a picture of my wife as my main picture. It's a picture of me and Ashley, maybe. Me and Pretty Girl. But yeah, Hick. Kev Hick is on my Facebook. That's how you get to me. I'm jumping on Instagram. So love and respect. If y'all want to continue the conversation, give me 2 or 3 minutes. I'm gonna get something to drink and I'm gonna jump on Instagram. All right, then.